Hello and welcome to the Anime Hub, your #1 news source for the latest manga and anime news straight from Japan. I'm your host Christian, and today we have a lot of big anime news to discuss, so let's just get right into it. So first and foremost is about the upcoming anime event, Mappa Stage 2021. This event will be celebrating the 10th year anniversary of Mappa Studios, which has brought us great shows like Jujutsu Kaisen and the final season of Attack on Titan. And basically this upcoming event will be kind of auctioned off as a lottery to those that want to actually attend the event. But because of the extension of the recent state of emergency in Tokyo due to the coronavirus, the announcement for the winners of the lottery have actually been postponed to quite close to the event, if not actually the day before the event is starting. And this is kind of to keep in line with Tokyo's government protocol as to not go against what they're allowing with Corona. So for those that have actually applied to go to the event, you may be waiting a bit longer. But out of this, there's also some good news, so don't despair. And that is that the entire event will be broadcast live on YouTube. So if you do not have the means to travel to Tokyo on the 27th of June and see this event, no worries, because you'll be seeing it from the comfort of your own home on YouTube. And like I said, it will be premiering on June 27th at 3 p.m. In Japan time. So if you're in America on the eastern side, that should be, let's see, the morning of June 27th at around 2 a.m. I believe, for those of you that are in America watching. So keep that in mind, mark your calendars and get ready for the Mappa event, because there are some big panels coming up. Speaking of which, the panel that I'm most excited for, probably the biggest one appearing on the stage, will be Chainsawman. And with Chainsawman, the first ever trailer is expected to be announced at this panel. And as you can see here, I have my trusty Chainsawman mug that I've bought at the Shonen Jump store in Tokyo. They just started selling these like Chainsawman merch, so I was quite happy I had to get the mug, you know. Let's get a shot of that. Focus. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And it says, Chainsawman in Japanese. Very nice. Yes. We can expect to see the first ever trailer for Mappa Studios' Chainsawman adaptation for season 1. I'm not sure how far they go with the first season. The current manga goes up to part 1. It's about 100 chapters. So I'm hoping at least they split part 1 into 2 seasons. Trying to fit it all in one season I think is too much information. So at least splitting it into 2 seasons, 2 parts, really give enough time to kind of flesh out all the content the way it should be. And I'm so pumped. I mean, if you haven't read Chainsawman, I highly recommend you read it. It's one of the best upcoming and new manga I've read to date, and just the art style, the actions are amazing. It's going to be an amazing anime if Mappa does this correct, so I'm very hyped for the trailer. Next up in the panels, we have a panel for Attack on Titan, the final season. And this panel is going to feature 3 voice actors, the Japanese voice actors for Eren, Armin, and Gabby, your favorite, I know. So you can expect to see kind of, I'm sure, some accounts from them on what it's like to be a voice actor for Attack on Titan, and kind of some recaps of the season, and hopefully some insight on part 2 of the final season, which is upcoming. No release date has been announced just yet, but we can expect to see maybe a trailer at this event, and if not, at least some details of the part 2 of the final season coming up. Aside from that, there's also going to be a Jujutsu Kaisen panel featuring the voice actors for Yuji Itadori, Megumi Fushiguro, and Funabara. So for the Jujutsu Kaisen panel, there's going to be news about the upcoming movie on the Jujutsu Kaisen prequel, or Chapter 0, which focuses on Okotsu, which is the senpai of Yuji and the same classmate of people like Panda. For those of you that have not actually read the prequel, it's an amazing story. Okotsu is one of the strongest characters in the series. I mean, he is goated, and it's going to be an insane movie. I'm so hyped for it. So hopefully we'll get to see a trailer of the movie and a sneak peek. And that movie is also announced for winter of next year, so get ready for that. Aside from those 3 big ones that are going to be appearing on stage, there's also some smaller anime that will make an appearance, such as Yasuke. On the Yasuke panel, the director is expected to show up, and I'm going to assume he's just going to talk about the show overall and the production behind it, as well as maybe future plans for a sequel or a season 2. I'm not sure. I know the anime is kind of catching a lot of mixed reviews and feelings. I personally enjoyed it, but I did see some inconsistencies with historical, facts and having giant robots that shoot ice and magic, so I kind of wish they'd stayed more to a historical adaptation, but I can't complain. I think it was, you know, some parts were reminiscent of Afro Samurai, which got me very excited, but then some parts kind of left me a bit dry. So overall, I think it was a good show. The opening theme song was really good. I recommend it very much. It's worth giving at least a watch one time. It's quite a short series, only 6 episodes. So Yasuke will also be having a panel at the Mappa stage 2021. Besides that, there's a few other upcoming shows that are going to have a panel, such as, let me see here. We have a panel for Itaden Deities, which seems to be like a kind of demon fighting show based on a manga. It seems quite violent. Yeah, it seems to have a small fan base, so that should be quite interesting to see. As well as Zombieland Saga Revenge, which appears to be an anime based on young girls, anime girls that fight against zombies. So if you're a fan of perhaps High School of the Dead or Iron Fortress, it might be something you might want to look into. And then lastly, we have a panel for Remain, which is going to be a sports anime based on water polo. So maybe if you're a fan of Haikyuu or the swimming anime, I believe it was Free, this may be something you want to check out. Since Mappa is animating it, I'm sure you can expect some gorgeous animation. Yeah. In terms of upcoming anime, that's about all for the Mappa stage 2021. It is still expected to premiere on June 27th, I believe, at 3 p.m. Japanese time. So make sure you check that out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to find out about more of the latest upcoming anime and manga news straight from Japan. Until then, I'm your host Christian, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.